GabbyPetito was begging for help. Why cry so hysterically? First thing she says is sorry. Why scared?
What's your guys' names?
Gabby.
Gabby, Brian? Okay. What's going on? How come you're crying?
I'm sorry, we've just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
It was a long day. We were camping yesterday and camping got stuff, flies and stuff. I'm sorry I hit the bump there.
I was distracting him from driving, I'm sorry.
Can I get you to step out of the vehicle for me, man?
Yeah.
Just hang tight right there. Do you mind if I take your keys and just put them on your hood?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, some days I have really bad OCD, and I was just cleaning when he was trying to get back to the before, and I was apologizing to him and saying, I'm sorry that I'm so mean, because sometimes I have OCD and sometimes I just get really frustrated. Not like mean towards him, I'm just like, I guess my vibe is like, I'm like in a bad mood. And I was just saying, I'm sorry if I'm in a bad mood. I've just been really stressed. I had so much work I was doing on my computer this morning.
So, tell me what's going on.
The students gets worked up sometimes, and I try and really distance myself from her. So like I lock the car and I look away from her. What happened this morning is that she's trying to start up like her own website blog and everything. So I give her time. We really had a nice morning and everything, but she just worked up and is really trying to get going and get her day going because we want to go like varsity or something like that.
You want to tell me about those scratches on your face?
Brian is smiling, playing his role as what I call him, a wolf in a sheep's clothing, playing Mr. Nice Guy, but evil. Okay? Brian talks about camping from yesterday already off. Officer asking about now. Okay? Gabby blames herself for crying and distracting Brian. Why? Because he know if he don't blame, why? Because she know if she don't blame herself, you're in a lot of trouble with Brian or your DV partner. So best thing to do is take all the blame. Before cops come to car, he already said to her, I will kill you. Maybe. I don't know. Just my assumptions. We don't know. And far as she hitting him and he bumps curve, that's not what happened. He was slapping her.
Where did he hit you? Come forward. Hang on. Did he slap your face or what? She had herself in her hand, that's why I was pushing her away. Is because she wanted, I locked the keys so I could walk away. I said, let's just take a breather and let's not, go anywhere. Let's just calm down for a minute. She was getting a little worked up. And then she had...
I don't usually drive the van, so I want to make sure it's not like far.
No. It's it's basically from here to the car.
But we just had a little disagreement there. And the disagreement was just that she was getting a little worked up, and I was saying, oh, it's okay, thank you so much.
It's not my fault. That's good.
So it was just more disagreement, and I just wanted to...
I was just saying, I'm sorry if I'm in a bad mood. I've just been really stressed. I had so much work I was doing on my computer this morning.
What do you do for a living?
Well, I think...
What's the disagreement about?
It was, I wouldn't even call it disagreement. It was just that I'm dirty and I can't change being dirty. Like I got dirty feet, I got sand off the cuffs and stuff like that. It was that we were at the coffee shop for so long because we were there from 9 to 3. So yeah, there's a few little things, little relationships. I don't do a relationship in 3 years.
I've been married for over 5 years now. So.
There's a lot of little things.
So I've been building my website, so I've been really stressed and I don't really believe that I could do any of it. So that's kind of been like I don't know, he's like down there, I don't know, we've just been fighting all morning and he wouldn't let me in the car before and then
Why wouldn't you let you in the car?
Because he told me I need to calm down. Yeah, Yeah. But I'm perfectly calm all the time, and he really stresses me out, and this is a rough morning.
Well, why don't we do this?
And we weren't physical before the point where I said, all right, let's just take a breather and like walk away for a minute. I'll lock the van up and I'll go for a walk this way, and you can go walk that way in the block. You know, there's that moon for always a couple moon right? Yeah, nice areas. You can go either way. It's all shaded. So just go for a little walk and breather, come back. Just breathe. Yeah, we're happy with it. I'm not upset with her. She got worked up. She had a phone in her hand and the keys and everything. She wanted, not a keys, like her rings, rings, phone. And I was holding on to the keys because I didn't want to go anywhere.
He let me in the car before, and then
Why wouldn't you let you in the car? Because you're OCD?
Told me I need to calm down. Yeah. But I'm perfectly calm all the time, and he really stresses me out, and this is a rough morning.
And my big fear is, I don't have my phone. I don't have my phone. So
Make sure he doesn't bring a bomb truck. That's gonna be good.
I'll be bad about that too.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make sure that he has a phone charger. Okay. And
Will it be a far drive for me to get him in the morning? I'm just curious.
I'm not going to tell you where he's going to be at tonight. Like I said, I want you guys to be separated. But I can tell you this.
I just don't usually drive the van, so I just want to make sure it's not like far.
No. It's
Okay.
it's basically from here to Mayflower. Okay. It's not far at all. So let's get you in the van. Let's get you on your way. Alrighty. I'm from California originally.
Oh yeah.
So, and part of my job, I dealt with employees that were from all across the United States, in Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, everything you can think of on your level. I know most of them.
It's going on opportunities on organic farms. So it's like a volunteer workaway type of situation where you can work on organic.
GabbyPetito is begging for help. Why cry so hysterically? First thing she says is sorry. Why scared? Brian is smiling, playing his role as what I call him, a wolf in a sheep's clothing, playing Mr. Nice Guy, but evil. Okay? Brian talks about camping from yesterday already off. Officer asking about now. Okay? Gabby blames herself for crying and distracting Brian. Why? Because he know if he don't blame, why? Because she know if she don't blame herself, you're in a lot of trouble with Brian or your DV partner. So best thing to do is take all the blame. Before cops come to car, he already said to her, I will kill you. Maybe. I don't know. Just my assumptions. We don't know. And far as she hitting him and he bumps curve, that's not what happened. He was slapping her. And if she's moving from him, he's trying to reach her and she's trying to defend herself. Okay? That's what was going on. Okay? The beater usually have bruises because the victim defending himself, the victim don't really have bruising because the abuser knows what to do. Far as slapping, choking, and pulling here. Because she has to record. He knows she has to record and FaceTime her parents, which they want to keep hidden, the bruises. Okay? Now, looking back, Gabby's face and eyes tell it all. She's always crying. When they trip started, he's the one emotional from his post, as we can see, not Gabby. Now, going through his IG, you can tell he's not a video person or like take pictures type of guy. He does it for Gabby while putting on a fake smile. You can see Gabby has bruises on her face. Gabby has to do her blog, post on her page, make videos, fix their website, and help Brian do all this with no help. Then you can tell Brian didn't want her to talk about her and her silence, but add his name, as you can see in a recent post. She started saying Brian and I. His IG's post started sounding more like she was posting for him. Another thing, she told cops she never drives the van. Why is that? But one video you can tell she was happy to finally drive the van, which is the part with the cops when he give her the keys. She go like release, like finally. You understand? Finally, I'm gonna be stressed. I could focus. I could do what I need to do. But also, she also is like, I'm concerned. Like, you understand? Everything with Brian, you know, is like a timer. She don't want to be blamed for not being able to have to pick him up at from the hotel and all this stuff. When the cops had, you know, dropped him off. Her OCD comes from dirty feet, then getting in the van when they have to sleep, which Brian didn't care to clean. She looked relieved to finally say he grabbed her mouth, but then the cop put her in the cop car. So, you know, like, she's like still scared. The video shows Gabby in the morning making breakfast. Now she needs help holding camera, as you can see. Then she shows Brian doing yoga, but he doesn't really seem to be into what she's talking about. Why you think she's still crying from fear of what he would do? She's under stress, and he don't believe she can do it. She's making videos, editing, and all while he's bitching and not doing shit. His ass can't even keep the van clean. No, she has more. Also make her videos showing inside the van. These is all keeping her under stress and causing them to fight. Trust me. I know. Kicks her out the van, knowing when a blogger you post at a certain time and she's crying, stressing, and cleaning and can't make her videos. She's saying she's always calm, but he's the one that's stressing her out. Now, Brian gets out the van saying she's trying to start her video. Everything was going good. Then she gets worked up now because he ain't helping her out. At least hold the camera. The hell? Shit. I mean, then says they asking the bruising, and then one says the wire. Where did the wire come from? Is it like, you know? Yeah. Brian is what we call a fast talker, trying to get himself out of situation, trying to make himself look good, saying he just want to keep things calm and quiet. He don't want noise. Knowing that she has to consistently make videos, but he don't want it. You know what I'm saying? So he's stressing her out. When defending yourself, you tend to hold the aggressive wrist. If you're being choked, you're fighting while the aggressive faces get abused. Once again, I say he can't put marks on her, but she states he's grabbing her mouth. So that's why he got slapped. Shit, that hurts too. They not concerned about the bruise she says she got on her mouth. They never even asked to see it. Cops make Gabby feel like Brian's the victim. Cops think Gabby is like his wife. So now Gabby is crazy, the aggressor, abuser, everything but the victim. And that's all Brian wants. That's all Brian wants. Gabby says she hasn't bathed in a day. Brian quick to run his dirty feet and the flies get into her. I don't think so, because Gabby always been a traveler. She brought him along trying to show him new things. That's why he don't want to wake up from a dream. Excuse me, guys, I got the hiccups. Cops laughs with Brian to make it seem like she's crazy while he's being nice. Brian claims he don't like dirt as all this new for him and he has to use it, which right now is building tents, but he blames Gabby. Makes her think she's the problem, and it's not her fault. They're at the coffee shop for 6 hours. He's mad. He want to leave. It's no Wi-Fi. She has to add and rushing her. It's not even support. He's not even supporting her. Says the scratches came from the phone. I don't think a phone will lump you up. Not from a scratch. I mean, a phone is going to lump you up. You're not going to get a scratch, okay? He's now complaining he loved Gabby. He hopes she don't have a lot to say about him, like her to protect herself from him, which he already told her not to say. He told her he's going to jail, so she's already scared to say something. Never asks why is he grabbing her face. She stated he was the aggressor. That's why she was hitting him. But the cops never took the time out to understand Gabby and where she was coming from. Because only thing he could think about was, oh, my wife has OCD. My wife is crazy. My wife need pills. My wife, I tell her to just keep going in the shower to relax. Like, man, are you serious? Are you serious? I just can't get at it. I can't fabricate the reason why he would still make it seem like Brian is the victim and Gabby is the aggressor, when Gabby has clearly just stated he was grabbing my mouth so hard and it was hurting. You could clearly see the bruise on baby girl's face. Please comment, like, and share down below. Give me your thoughts. Let's have a discussion in the comments. Let me know. Thank you so much.
He said that he never saw the male strike the female. He saw the male trying to lock her out of the vehicle. She even told us that he was trying to lock her out, told her to go take a walk. So that she was trying to get in. She eventually couldn't get in and actually clawed her way in through the driver's door. He says, I don't understand why she's doing that. Well, I think it's because it was the only door that wasn't locked that she could get through. She's trying to get in over him. He's trying to disengage from her. I guess he hung her backpack on the back probably so she'd have her shit so that he didn't have to engage with her. Everything she's saying is the same thing. I haven't heard what he said, but if that's what he said, it's also what the witnesses say. The witnesses, I never saw him.
So I've been building my website, so I've just been really stressed and he doesn't really believe that I could do any of it, so that's kind of been like a, I don't know, he's like, I don't know, we've been fighting all morning and he wouldn't let me in the car before.